Darren, with impediments to people going as far as they can with umpiring, what are some of the situations that could impede on an umpire's development?
Nick, I'd refer to them as roadblocks, and there are a number of roadblocks for umpires, particularly in terms of reaching the national or the international level. Certainly there's a distinct brand or image that international and national authorities want umpires to look like, a certain image that they want the umpire to appear as, and certainly age is a barrier for good umpires to reach international and national level, and that is a great shame, but it is a reality that you don't see too many umpires in Australia make a first class or an international debut over the age of 50. And I think that's sad in a way, because so many good men and women continue to play the game until they're 45, or even in some cases until they're 50. They've got a lot to offer umpiring, and it can be very difficult for them to reach national stage and international stage if they take up their umpiring career past the age of 45. And as I say, I think it's a shame, because they've got a lot to offer.
They can still debut in first grade, for example?
Oh, most definitely. The New South Wales Cricket Umpires and Scorers Association, certainly under Darryl Hare's leadership, does not discriminate in any way. It doesn't discriminate against umpires because of their age, and it certainly doesn't discriminate against umpires because of the way they look. So we had examples last year of umpires debuting in first grade. One in particular debuted in first grade at 65 plus years of age. So, and I think that's terrific. And really, I'm only in a position to comment about our association, and certainly our association does not discriminate against people because of the way they look or because of their age. And there are opportunities there as far as or at the highest level that our association can appoint to, which is first grade in the SCA. So plenty of opportunity there for people irrespective of age.
That's great. And I've noticed in the time that I've been umpiring that we seem to get one or two female umpires, and they last a little while, and then they take off and pursue other things, and they only ever seem to be replaced by one or two female umpires. Do you know what we could do to attract more women to take up?
It's a very interesting question. It's difficult. Umpiring men's cricket for a female must be 20% harder, I would think, for example, than it is for men. And it's a question that I'm not exactly sure how to answer. Certainly in grade cricket, in my time as a member, Stephanie Harmon was a first grade umpire and also umpired at minor representative level. I stood with Margaret Pryor in first grade matches in the Sydney Cricket Association, and Margaret was terrific to umpire with, an absolute delight. And she knew her stuff too. She stood up to the players, she took no nonsense. And the great thing about Margaret was she just gave her decisions as she saw them, and she didn't worry about the opinion of anybody else. And she was a pleasure to spend a Saturday afternoon with. I was also aware of Diane Leonard umpiring in grade cricket, and Claire Polizak is umpiring grade cricket at the moment. Claire's a younger lady, early 20s, university student, and just finished her first season on the fourth panel. But tough question, and I really don't know how to answer. How do we attract women into grade cricket? Because it is a tough school, and it's got to be 20% more difficult for them, I think. But certainly we have in Stephanie Harmon and Margaret Pryor two examples of fine umpires who were women and reached first grade level and did well. So the opportunities are there for any females out there that enjoy their cricket and enjoy their umpiring.
That's great. And last time I saw you, Darren, you got life membership at the AGM. How did you feel about that?
Yeah, that was a real buzz, Nick. It was a wonderful experience. It was a pleasant surprise, one that I'm not so sure that I'm worthy of, but one I'm absolutely honoured to accept. And Had some people there from New South Wales Country Cricket on the evening, which made it all the more special, including a member from Grafton, my old Clarence River Association, and we just had a great night. And I owe a lot of people in our association a hell of a lot for the support that they've given me over the years. I think I said on the night one of the most valuable things that one human being can give another is time, and there are just so many people in our organisation who've given me time, and a lot of members have offered their support as I came through the system. And I mentioned too in particular Roy Grace from Grafton, who really encouraged me to join our association, and I thank Roy very much for that. He's a principal member of New South Wales CUSA, and Kevin Pye from Mudgee, who took the time to put a lot of polish onto my technique, which certainly helped me achieve some goals. So, and of course all the umpires I've stood with in Sydney have been a great support, and a number of mentors here as well.
And what are you hoping for in the future for you, Dan?
Oh, well, I hope to cement my role here at Cricket New South Wales. As I said to you before, I love working here, so I really would like to be here for some years and to continue to contribute to the education and development of umpires in New South Wales. Certainly in terms of umpiring, at 38 I've got a number of years left in front of me yet, and really hope to re-establish myself in first grade and be able to umpire in first grade for a long time to come.